Hey everybody, I'm Ilushia. Today we're playing Phantasy Star 3 and it's gonna be awesome. When we last left off, we were about to leave our hometown for the greater world. Well, we'll see whether or not you people actually see these videos, because last time I tried to save, the game crashed, which was not fun. I suspect that my recording software is interfering with the way this game saves. See, you can't save in the game. In order to save, you have to escape out of the game to another launcher application, which you then use to save. Also, this is our world map. Where is it? Coming to my inventory. If I use my monitor, that's where we are. Yeah, it's a little bit strange as a map, isn't it? Well, whatever. There are apparently 3 spheres that make up the world, and we're going to go and explore one of them. Here we have a encounter, which is chickens. So we can either... So these options are kind of weird. This one allows us to... This one allows us to decide specifically what we want to do. Or we can basically auto-attack for one turn, or auto-attack for the rest of the battle. Since we don't have anything we can do other than attack, I'm going to just attack for the rest of the battle. Because there really isn't anything I can do here, because I have one character, and that one character has nothing he can do except attack. So he will just be attacking for the rest of the fight. You can actually hit, I believe, B, and the next time that the round comes up, it'll go back to being under your control. See? So it's not like you're completely locked out of being unable to do anything. It's just automated until you bother to make it not automated anymore. I'm heading for a town down here. There's a port town here. And I'm gonna get in another fight. Because it's an RPG. Also, the C button is specifically what selects thing on the menu in battle. I don't know why it's specifically the C button, but it is. You can also use it to skip ahead in the battle. Text. Ow. Took a lot of damage there. Gra hurts. I don't remember what element Gra is right now. All of the spells in this game are named really weird things. May Orakio protect you for the blessed town of Yata. Yata? Yata? I don't know. Y-A-A-T-A. It's a strange name to spell a town's name. Strange way to spell a town's name. Yes. Okay, so you can save in the game as well as out of the game. I just forgot that you have to stay at an inn to save the game. And I'm not positive how resuming the game from that works. We will find out, as I will try to use that in the future. So that I don't have to crash the game, hopefully. I don't know whether or not it'll work, though. Okay, so nothing upstairs. I'm not expecting there to be much of anything upstairs in any of these buildings, but that doesn't make it a bad idea to check. Okay, what else do we have around here? Go and poke in all these buildings and find out what people think. It's an item shop, that's a weapon shop. I wonder if the weapon shop has anything in it that we didn't have in our shop at the first town. Sometimes they do, I mean. He has knives, claws, short swords, hunting knives, and hunting needles. Okay, so he has hunting knives now, but they're not as good as short swords, so... Whenever we get enough money to buy a short sword, we will be buying a short sword. Until then, we're just going to have to put up with having a knife, which is not very good. Poking around in town. We haven't really gotten any direction at this point other than go find the princess. So I'm just going to wander around this town and talk to everybody because, yeah. Walk across the bridge to reach Ilan. Okay, so that's good to know. There's another town across a bridge. I think Leia's people all died long ago. Well, that would be consistent with what the king said, that there haven't been any Leians seen in 1,000 years. What do you have to say? Leia's people have very strange powers, I hear. Okay, that's also interesting to know. Not really useful, but interesting to know. What do you have to tell me over here, Mr. Man? I am a superstitious old man. Good, Prince Reese. Cyborgs are good luck charms, if you ask me. Oh yes, that's actually relevant, believe it or not, to something we have to do later. It's weird. If we go into here... Oh, I can't look at the boat. There is a way you interact with the boat later on. I don't recall when exactly. Oh yes, this is important. So you saw that the enemies before were saying Chirper 1 and Chirper 1, and these are Chirper 2. That's because these are a group of 2 enemies as opposed to 2 individual enemies. Which may sound semantic, but it actually isn't, because the way the mechanics of combat in this work is that some of the powers you can pick up will hit every enemy in a group. Some will hit every enemy, some will hit every enemy in a line. Because you haven't seen any yet, but there are actually 2 different depths of enemies. So you have a foreground enemy unit and a background enemy unit, and you can't attack the back enemy unit with melee unless the 4 enemy units have been destroyed in that area. So one's on the left and the one's on the right. So there is actually some interesting depth to the game's combat engine, despite it being a very simplistic, like, turn-based strategy game, or RPG turn-based game thing. Okay, looks like we're going to the right. So you see all the little black dots on the top left circle there? Those are all towns, or those are all enterable objects. So you can see towns, and caves, and that sort of thing on it. But I think that's only for this one. We don't get one that updates for the other places. So if we go across the bridge, you remember we saw one on that island. So there should be a town down here. Oh no! Actually, that is very much an oh no. I may actually come close to losing this. If necessary, I will run away. Yeah, it's probably going to be necessary because... I'm going to take a lot of damage off of this. And I didn't bother to pick up any... the game crashed at the end of my first recording, like I said, and I didn't bother to pick up any actual healing items on my second time. So, this may end very badly. Oh, I love that the sound effects change as well. I'm going to run away, actually, at this point. I can't guarantee that it'll work, but I'm going to try. Run away! Oh no! Crud. I'm actually probably dead here. I might live with 1 health, maybe. Oh, I'm poisoned. Crud. Run away! I did! But I don't have any way to heal myself, so... Yep, I don't have any way to heal myself, so we have to find out whether or not I'll die before I can get to this town over here. I made it! Haha! That's 2 health, I succeed. Let me go and stay in the inn and then get my poison cured. I probably should do that in the other order, actually. I'll get my poison cured and then stay in the inn. You don't take any damage from poison when wandering around on the world map or out of combat, thankfully. So you don't have to worry about, like, just dying after combat. It's only in combat that poison does stuff. And I believe it just does damage every turn, like it does in most games. There are some weirder status conditions, as I recall. This was the person that sells status things. Who's been poisoned? I will cure you for 5 Mesa. Yes, thank you. I could be wrong, though. There might actually only be poison in this game as the only status condition. It's been a long time since I played this. Like, I haven't played this since the mid-90s, maybe? At the latest. So we will rest and save. We're burning through money rather fast, but that's okay for this point. I probably should have bought the short sword rather than the armor, because the ability to kill your opponents in 1 turn is very, very useful. Welcome to our town of Elan. Elan? Probably Elan. There's lots of stores. I'm looking for not stores and people who are standing around outside. There's a weapon shop here. Does this weapon shop have anything new and interesting? Not that I think I can afford anything. Knives, steel needles, short swords, hunting knives, and a force slur. That's probably slicer, but I'm really not sure. There are some very strange abbreviations in this game. Eventually, we will run into someone who can equip slurs. Actually, we may be able to equip slurs. Just gonna wander through the town. I'm sorry, I know it's riveting gameplay, but this is, after all, a very, very old style RPG, being that it's a very old RPG. Orakia destroyed Leia 1,000 years ago. Thank you for the back information. I saw one of Leia's people at a lake by the northeastern forest. The woman never blinked. The old man won't let me on his boat unless I have a cyborg. Now where can I find a cyborg? So that's a reference to the other thing. The guy in the previous town who said he was a very superstitious old man, and that he felt that cyborgs were good luck, is the one that owns the boat outside, who won't let anyone ride it unless they're traveling with a cyborg. Yes, there are cyborgs in this game. Get used to it. It gets stranger, trust me. Much, much stranger. But that tells us where we should be going next. Because there's a person in a forest near a lake to the northeast, and you can see a lake in a forest on our map. So we are going to head there, assuming I don't die horribly. Which I might actually do, because I again forgot to buy healing items. Oh boy. I should probably go back and do that, but I'm not going to. Because I'm gonna man mode! Well, actually, just because... I don't know why not. Just because I don't feel like it. Hey, I'm actually killing those in one hit now, which is weird because I haven't gone up any levels. The damage is a little random in this game, and it gets more random the higher level you are. And those things are tough enough to survive and take damage attack. I love the combat music in this game. It's so cheerful for combat music. Be happy, you're murdering things! You remember, Orakio's law says you should kill no living thing. So let's go murder monsters. Lots and lots of monsters. Slicey slices. There's going to be a lot of combat in this game. I am debating whether or not I want to try to edit it out. I probably won't for the first couple of episodes, at least. I might for later episodes. I haven't decided yet. So, over here, there's a lake and a person. I see a person up there. Start the path. As I check my thingy that tells me how long I've been recording for, roughly. I gotta be a little careful about recording times because, again, I don't have actually all that much space. Mew! No! I'm not one of Leia's people, Prince. I am a combat cyborg, designated Mew type. I have been waiting for 1,000 years for you. Only a descendant of Orakio can command me. Mew joins the party. By you? Mew? I don't know how you pronounce it. A claw, a vest, and a ribbon. And she, I believe, actually knows a whole bunch of techniques, including Res, which is the healing technique, which is super useful. So now we're going to go back to that town with the boat next to it. And this makes combat super easy. Oh. I believe that everyone gets the full reward for every combat, so you don't have to worry about, like, your XP being split between characters or anything like that. Just, you get X XP, everyone. This makes... Once you pick her up, the game becomes a lot easier, because now you actually have someone who can heal you. Also, she hits really hard. She is, as I recall, rather fragile, but she's very fast, and she hits like a tornado. Hey, Riss leveled up. I think she's actually higher level than I am as well. Let me check that. Out of curiosity... Nope, she's level 1. I've gone to level 2, so... She's not actually higher level than me. Down this way, and over to the left. And now we're doing enough damage to kill those chirpers consistently in one shot each. So we were told that there was an old man here who would let us ride his boat if we had a cyborg with us. Let me save and such like. Yes. Yes, it's okay to save the game. But I think this is a pretty good place to stop. We've managed to do a little bit of progress. We've seen a couple towns, we've talked to a bunch of people, and we've picked up our second Cardi member. So, I think I'm going to take a break here, and next time we'll pick up with talking to the old man and riding his boat, and reaching our first real dungeon in the game. Thank you for watching. It's been awesome. I'll see you guys next time.